we're moving into the realm of politics now, and we want to have a chat and see what is happening in this wonderful city that we find ourselves for the first time on Sunrise this Saturday morning. So to have a conversation with us on what's happening in Port Harcourt, why the crisis has happened, what's the way forward, what's the solution. And we call this calming the storm because there's been a major storm in Rivers State recently, and it has actually had rippling effects on the polity, spilled over around the country, and is affecting the party that is said to be the major party in the state as well. I'll start from my left-hand side. I'll start with Mr. Monday Onyezonwu, who's PDP PRO in Rivers State. Good morning and welcome to Sunrise. And then sitting next to him is Mr. Solomon Ogolo, who is a former councillor.
Former councillor?
Former
councillor.
Yes, former councillor, Mr. Solomon Ogolo. You're also of the PDP.
Oh, very well.
Yes, so it looks like we've got all PDP in the house. So Mr. Emmanuel Chinda, great to have you here. Good morning.
Thank you so much.
And then sitting next to him is Barrister Eric Appiah. Good morning and welcome.
Thank you so much.
Let me start. I will start with you because you're the last person I mentioned, Barrister Eric Appiah. Now, the problem in Rivers State, a number of things have happened over the last few weeks and few months. And some people said the problem with PDP today, it actually started from Rivers State. Would you say that the problem in the nation today is as a result of the problem that started with PDP in Rivers State?
Yeah. In fact, the problem is even here because he has just announced himself as the PRO of PDP.
That's it.
The judgment that was given in Abuja has nothing to do with PRO and other offices. The persons that were removed by the Abuja court, Bello court, were two. The chairman, Chief Giyaki, and the secretary. It does not affect other offices, down to the ward and down to the local government. So when he starts calling himself PRO of PDP, I don't know where he gets his authority from.
So who is the PRO?
No, let me even come in here, sorry. It baffles me, sir. Even he knows that he is not PRO. In his conscience, he knows that he is not PRO. He will not contest an election before he becomes an officer of a party. That is the impunity we're talking about. Some persons just manipulate a process, and very soon you will get to hear that some persons will say that they are the governor of Rivers State, even when they didn't contest the election.
So, Mr.
That's
Chimda,
where we're going to.
So would you describe him as PRO of the new PDP?
Of which new PDP?
No party at
It's
all.
not PRO. Will you contest an election in a party? Won't you go through a process of emerging as a PRO? That is the impunity we're talking about.
Let me then
That's what we're
ask
talking
you.
about.
You've just raised the point. Let me clarify. Mr. Onyezo, did you contest to be the PRO of PDP? I would like him to answer the question.
He will answer.
I will come to
But
you.
what he's trying to say is that from what he said, that somebody must contest election, be voted in before you become whatever. That's what he's saying.
Yes.
In the same manner, the former deputy national chairman of PDP did not contest any election, and that's why INEC wrote and said a proper election should come up. And we all saw that election come, in Abuja, when everybody came to vote.
I still need
I'm not talking about this one. He talked about proper election. No.
So he's not agreeing
I'm not agreeing with you. What you're saying is that the former, in the person of Sam Jajat, was not elected before. That's what you're saying. That's what you're trying to say, that he was not elected. And therefore, he shouldn't have been the deputy national chairman of PDP.
What was said? Sorry, gentlemen.
That's what he's saying.
Let Mr. Onyezo hold his own breath.
Very well.
Did you contest election? Were you selected to be the PRO of PDP in Rivers?
The question now is, there was a Congress. The Congress produced officers. Now, that Congress was challenged in the Federal High Court in Abuja.
State High Court, not Federal High Court.
That's High Court of Federal FCT.
That is not federal.
It's not federal high court.
The
It's state high court.
FCT High Court.
Sorry, I know you don't know these things. You don't these are.
sorry,
I
Let
don't insinuate anything. Now, let me make my point now.
Please, let
The
him
FCT High Court oversaw that petition or that action challenging the Congress results, and it came out with a judgment. That judgment sacked the entire ESCO led by GUAC. The judgment is the public document.
So the judgment did not sack just two people.
Two officers. The
It
judgment
sacked
is
the
the public
entire-
document which anybody can access. Now, again, that judgment which produced Felix Ogua led state executive has been appealed by them. The appeal they filed, was it just against Aki and Biba Water? They filed asking that the entire ESCO should be returned as GUAC led. That is important. So when he's saying that I am not the PRO, then the question now is the appeal he has filed, is it in part or is it in whole? Challenging the ESCO led by Felix Ogua. That is important.
Mr. Yanzao,
I don't want to go further because the matter is sub judice.
Mr.
It's already before the appeal court.
Mr. Yanzao, you said the judgment sacked the entire executive.
Exactly.
Okay. Has there been an election at which you were then elected as the PRO?
Now, the election preceded the action. We went to court to say that we were the authentic elected ESCO, and the court saw merit in our action and now declared us authentic. They are now challenging that that action or that judgment by the court is unfair, or they are aggrieved, and they have gone to the appeal court. Instead of them to now wait for the appeal court decision, they have come to implement the decision as it is favorable to them. They now said it is two ESCO that is sacked. It is part of the ESCO that is now sacked. So the question now is that interpreting this judgment, is it them that should interpret it to suit them, or they should obey the judgment as it is? That is the crux of the matter.
Okay.
Can I answer
Mr.
you? I'm a
Chile.
lawyer.
Oh, you're a lawyer. Okay,
I'm a lawyer.
Barrister Appiah.
I happen to be part of the lawyers, the team that went to court. In fact, he said, I didn't know where I'm going to appear today. I would have come with the judgment. You see, the court is not a Father Christmas. The court cannot give you what you did not ask for. What they asked for was that they asked for the chairman position and the secretary position. And that was what the court granted to them. In fact, the judge said, I grant the relief as prayed. He was not in court. I'm not sure he was in court. I am one of the lawyers that went to the matter. So I'm talking from an expert point of view. He's a layman. That what the court asked.
I'm a lawyer.
Okay, but you're not in court.
Your senior.
You're not in court. Maybe you can't say that. You don't know when I was called. So what he's saying is speaking from a layman's point of view.
I'm not a layman.
And that judgment
he
has
says
been
he's a lawyer. So
Layman.
let's take it as a
what
lawyer.
I'm saying is that
Yes.
what the court
So that can't be a layman.
awarded. If you go to INEC today, ask INEC. If you go to INEC, who are the persons recognized? The only persons that are recognized in the whole judgment is the chairman and secretary, not the remaining ones. But because we have a lawless state where everything goes, they've used police to keep themselves so other people cannot operate. Or we have left it to them. Let them just operate until, like you said, the matter is on appeal. But we're not appealing against the other persons. The chairman of councils are there, the chairman of PDP in the local governments are there. The other officers from deputy chairman, assistant secretary, down are all intact. So what they are controlling, which I should want to bring to knowledge before he wallows in ignorance, is that what they have is chairman and secretary. Let them go and read the judgment.
Controversially, I'm not coming here again.
Mr. Chile.
Before then, another high court having the same jurisdiction with the FCT High Court, which they left here, went to Abuja, filed in an FCT High Court. Do you understand? Leaving all the courts here, and then got this judgment. I don't want to go beyond that.
Okay.
And but before then, what I'm trying to say is, before then, another high court in Port Harcourt had said, look, Chief GUAG is our chairman. These are some of the confusion we need to, support. You see, being in this reactionary train called our party, because of what some persons have done, some of us who are progressive minded get very frustrated about this whole thing. Like I continue to say, like I speak to his conscience now, he knows that he never contested the election for PRO. And what has happened here is that some persons stay in Abuja, taking a paper, Penjola are taking here and generate PDP ESCO. And then call the commissioner of police and please give it legality and the force.